What's up, everyone? Faceless Samurai here with a daily recap of the news. So I'm gonna use this moment in the morning in order to just quickly go through, like what happened the day prior, or if anything happened like overnight or whatever, depending on the time zones. I can try to just do like a quick kind of like a daily blog video format, just to keep you updated and use this little bit of time I have to drive to work more efficiently and try to do something with it. So today is Tuesday here in Canada. It was a holiday yesterday, so not very busy. Lots of yard work, actually, in my case, unfortunately, but that's what happens when you have a house. You unfortunately have to maintain it. So yeah, it was pretty busy, pretty hot day yesterday. But anyway, like in news, in the I guess Microsoft Xbox world, because that's what I like to cover mostly, but or at least that's what I enjoy the most. AI, right? So I mean, this isn't anything new. The AI push from Microsoft has been big for quite a while, actually. We see them like putting all their resources behind it, and actually not giving a care in the world about the environment or anything like that, with their objectives to reduce their carbon emission actually like not being respected right now. But I mean, I know they announced some other stuff and that on that matter, so we'll see. I mean, benefit of the doubt for now. But anyway, so yeah, AI. So Windows PCs, Windows Copilot. So Copilot plus I think laptops or PCs they call them. Satya Nadella was very excited about it. I think the stock actually went up yesterday because of it as well. Lots of manufacturers announced their computers. Microsoft, the new Surface Pros, as well as the new Surface laptops with the Snapdragon X Plus, I think, and X Elite processors, which we've seen in the past. Demoed. They had like ultrabook like settings with those laptops, and I think that they demoed 3 games, including Control, I think, and I think it was Baldur's Gate 3, the other game, which ran like I think it was around 1440p resolutions. I don't remember what settings it was, but they were getting close to what I think 30 FPS, which I think is quite impressive for an ultrabook setup. I mean, this is something that's supposed to be compared to like the M3 and the MacBook Air, which isn't a gaming computer per se, but it's no gaming slouch either. I mean, there's Resident Evil 4 and Baldur's Gate 3 running on those computers, although I've seen Baldur's Gate 3 run off those, and it's kind of unless you put like a low resolution and FSR, it's not really impressive in terms of performance. So to have the Snapdragon perform the way it does right now is quite impressive, I think. And plus all the AI stuff, I think it's 40 or 45 TOPS, so turns operation per second, which is necessary for some of the Windows features that they have, like recall. So yeah, big boost on the Windows 11 front. I mean, I think Microsoft has very high hopes for that to revolutionize the PC, But they also talked a bit about gaming features. So, and this is what I mostly want to touch on the rest of the time that I have right now, the remaining time. Basically, I mean, and I'm probably not the only one that sometimes like I go around and I'm not sure something is what to do in a game, or I just need a guide to like find some of the stuff like for achievements and stuff like that. And anyway, they have this new feature now that's, I think they had it demoed with Minecraft, and they want to implement it in a bunch of other Microsoft games. So I don't know if it's gonna be more and more like implemented in even third-party games, or how it's gonna work. I don't know if it's automatic or if there's like work to be done from the developers themselves. But basically, it's like the end of I guess gaming guides as we know it, if it actually works the way it's supposed to work, where you just ask the AI itself, like, hey, I'm playing Minecraft, how do I craft this thing? And it's gonna be like, oh, looking through your inventory, you already have this and that and that, and you can already craft it, or this is what you're missing, and here, let me show you. And then they open the menu for you. Here, you just grab these things together, you put them there, and boom, you can get like go to your crafting table, you can get like these items, it's like, so basically it's like inside the game, like on the fly, like game guides, just the AI like looking at the game for you and just telling you on the fly with like whatever, like I don't know what voice it was, but like like how to do the things. So it makes it super quick, makes it like so you don't have like if you're on PC like to alt tab or just go on your second display and search the web, just directly in game. It saves you a lot of time. It's very intuitive, very well implemented, at least from the demos that they've had. And I mean, for me personally, like, I mean, considering like sometimes I'm just like on my couch and I have to take out my cell phone and look at it and stuff and just like pause and whatever, waste a lot of time. I feel like this is like a game changer. I mean, I think Sony have had some videos or some kind of like guides, or I don't know if it was guide or something implemented, I think on PS5, I believe, but maybe I'm wrong here. I mean, the way this is implemented here is a game changer. I think, in my opinion, it's very revolutionary, very future oriented, and something that not everyone could technically do unless they have to go through Google or anyone else that would develop AI and actually like pay for the service for, because it's I guess I don't know if this is going to be all, it cannot be local based, I guess, because unless it's all game implemented, and if it has to go through the cloud, which means you're going to have to pay someone, a service provider, for it. But Microsoft provides the service itself already, so for them that's an easy one. And so I mean, this is the feature that they could use to differentiate themselves on both the Windows side, Windows gaming, as well as Xbox, which I guess is going to be all Xbox anyway, because I'm guessing this might not be a feature that they might be able to implement on, I don't know if they could implement it through Steam. I'm guessing they could. So it could be implemented everywhere, not just Xbox like app. But yeah, pretty cool feature to have, I think, as a differentiator. I know this is something that Satya Nadella talked about, like there was going to be some synergies between AI and gaming, and I'm guessing there must be some more like game development related, like I guess the game dev side was probably what he was talking the most about. But then seeing this implemented in games right now, which is not something we were expecting to see, means they might have more up their sleeves than we were thinking. The gaming side with the new ARM Snapdragon X Plus and Elite, I think it's mostly a difference of like peak performance in terms of like CPU clock speeds, as well as the number of cores available. I think the Snapdragon Elite has two more cores than the Plus, but I think that's pretty much it. Like in terms of difference, like so peak clock speed and 2 cores more. So, but the price difference isn't that huge. So I'm guessing that depending on what your needs are, you might not have to pay the extra. But I know in case of the Surface Pro, I think if you go for OLED, automatically you have to go for the X Elite. It's only available in that configuration anyway. And yeah, I mean, I think that pretty much covers it. I mean, there's no point in like talking more about this subject. I think for the time being, I think like in terms of gaming, it was pretty bare bones what they announced. But I mean, the future looks bright, and I know like the Copilot PCs. I mean, I've actually been in the market for an Ultrabook for quite some time now, and I've got an iPhone, so I was kind of like leaning towards like making my computer, like my desktop PC, last a bit longer, and then maybe go for an Ultrabook. And MacBook Air or MacBook Pros were pretty enticing like propositions, like value wise, I think, and they're nice PCs. I kind of enjoy macOS, but I've always been on the Windows side as well, like, and part of me would like to keep it like as simple as possible in that terms of like not having tons of different OSs I work with, and Windows works really well for me personally. And I mean, on the gaming side, I mean, macOS is not that big in terms of gaming, and I know cloud gaming is a thing, but if I could keep stuff native, it's much better for me. So the fact that Windows on ARM with Prism that does all the emulation stuff for x86 and x64 makes it a lot simpler and makes it possible for me to keep all my library of games available, plus the Game Pass side, which is the big one for me because there's no Game Pass support on macOS, obviously. I mean, that to me is what might make actually might make me just splurge and like just get one of those new Surface laptops or any of the other vendors, because I know Asus has one, HP has a few coming, Dell, I think the XPS is going to be available in the 13-inch format. But then the Surface Pro, that OLED, man, like that OLED looks nice. Honestly, that OLED looks super nice, and I kind of like to get that one. Having an OLED screen at home, I mean, that to me is like a big plus, I think. And it's I think it's a 120 hertz panel as well, maybe more, I'm not sure. Plus the pen and all that stuff, you know. So and I think they've changed they've changed the keyboard attachment, where if you unhook it, well, I mean, it's magnetized. It still works automatically, like wirelessly. That's pretty cool. It has a battery inside, and it will automatically connect wirelessly to your tablet. And sometimes, you know, it just feels like laying in bed and watching some stuff. And I have the TV, but for some reason, like, I still like sometimes just feel like looking on my iPhone or something like that. And I was looking at an iPad, but then this thing could replace both an iPad and the laptop at the same time. So yeah, I mean, the future looks bright there, and I hope this thing takes off. I mean, they're banking everything. I mean, Intel and AMD are also supposed to come out with ARM, and or at least some NPU, a neural processing unit, in their processor starting next year or maybe even this year to support those features. And looking at the future as well, I know we have from the leak from the FTC case, where Microsoft has been looking at ARM in terms of processors for the next Xbox, and it would make a lot of sense when it comes to the portable Xbox that is rumored to be happening, because ARM, obviously, everything that's RISC-based is what we use in cell phones, mobile devices mostly, and they're very low. They're on the low end in terms of like power usage, which is what you would need in portable form factor. So if they figure out, I guess, the backwards compatibility, which is what I think they're working on, because from that, I think that the last few interviews with Sarah Bond, I know they have a dedicated team now for all that stuff, and I'm guessing that might be some of the implications, that they're working on making sure that all this stuff moving forward is going to work, plus all the new stuff as well. And I know there might be like a cross generation period where like some stuff is still developed on both x86 or x64 and ARM, and I mean, it might have to be support actually for the future for a long time, because desktops are also going to use x64 obviously for quite some time, and gaming on Intel and ARM, not ARM, but the AMD processor is going to last for quite some time, I'm guessing, due to a lot of people having those devices at home. And I mean, the industry may not fully changing yet, you know. It might actually stay hybrid for forever, you know, we don't know. So in that case, they're gonna have to figure out some solution to make sure both work. And I know there might be new vendors coming in. I mean, we know Nvidia has ARM CPU, so it really opens up the marketplace to a lot more vendors. And I mean, maybe the CPU solution for the next Xbox is actually gonna be something we don't even expect. You know, like, I know we know AMD expected to have ARM processors in 2025. Nvidia as well. Is Microsoft gonna switch solution and go Nvidia? We don't know. So there's a lot of stake here, and we know that Microsoft is looking at the rumored 2026 launch for the next Xbox. We know it's going to have some kind of AI. Well, for sure, that Microsoft is going to push the AI in there. There's no way around it. Just looking at how that's dominating all the news, that's dominating all their, you know, their press events. It's dominating everything when it comes to Microsoft and how they're pushing to grow their company right now. So I'm expecting like the 99.9% chances of some AI being mentioned at some point or implemented in some way in the next Xbox, more than what we've seen so far. And I think with that, that will be all for me for this morning. I'm about to pull into my parking lot and go to work to make some monies. And so I hope you guys have a great day wherever you see this video, and catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.